Amanda Bynes was released from the hospital 3 weeks after roaming the streets naked. Amanda, please put on a robe. A New York City. It almost seems like
yeah, no, you can go ahead.
It almost seems like it would be worth it to fly a plane into a tower if you get 47 virgins. I would do that for 38, exchange? I think.
Do you think that's real? You think they got those?
Do I think God is real? You're asking me if I think God is real on my bed?
No, do you think Muslim God is real? Do you think Allah real?
Allah?
This is like Charlie Hebdo, when they drew, just discussing this. Do not put anything on the green screen that would
I can't draw Muhammad on the screen. That's for sure. I don't even know, why is that a thing? Why can you not draw? Because he's ugly.
Yeah.
That's what
God don't
want
see
the
ugly.
whole religion to crumble.
Yeah.
James, if you want, you can take your shoes off.
No, I'm afraid they're going to smell bad.
Oh, really?
That's really kind.
The candle, just hover them over the candle.
Yeah, dude, that might ignite some flames, some fumes coming off my toozy
without reading the label. Can you guess what the flavor of that? You just read it. God damn it. I literally said without, and your eyes went right.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't read it. I didn't read it.
You might need to get a little closer to get a sniff. Unless you can smell it.
I'm just going to guess. I think it's like guava.
I believe, James, if I'm not mistaken, it's called Island Getaway.
It's called Black Guy Penis. Why would you have a candle?
Yeah. That's so weird. Why
it's
would
weird
you?
to not have a candle
That's
shaped like a penis.
That's a Yankee.
Have you guys ever gone to a Yankee Candle?
Yeah.
I have a mom.
Yeah. Used to go all the time to smell them.
Yeah. Was there ever
exciting.
there was a big one in Massachusetts, the Yankee Candle Company. It was like the distributor.
Yankee.
And they had
That must have pissed off the Red Sox fans.
Yeah, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
what up, baseball fans? It's WF fans, James Donlon.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. New York. Yeah, I'd imagine it did piss him off a little bit. But my parents would always tell me that that's where the real Santa was.
The Yankee Candle?
Yeah, because they had a Santa, and he, I don't know how he did it, this guy. But he would, bring you in, and he'd be like, hello, young man. I believe your name is Patrick, right? And I'm like,
holy
so
shit.
then you're in. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm getting what I ask for right now.
Fuck
And
yeah.
they limit you to one. You're only allowed to ask for one thing from Santa, which is a little I always get multiple gifts from Santa.
Right.
But I'm going to tell you one, and then you're going to guess on the rest.
Yeah.
Why don't I just give you a hint on a couple? Because if you're giving me 3 gifts, I don't want one to be an Earl sweater.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
7.
Did you
An Earl sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Mom.
Is that what I was trying to say?
I don't know what you were trying to say.
I guess Earl is a color, right?
No, I'm referring to a musician.
Earl Grey tea?
Yeah.
That's a tea.
My name is Earl Grey Tea.
Let's just do free word association while you play different acts of terrorism on the
What?
screen.
Wait. Did you guys both do Mall Santa a lot?
Go to a
As a
mall?
kid, yeah, I went to Mall Santa a lot. But my mom was like, this is his helper. This isn't real Santa.
Yeah.
The real Santa for me, that's funny that you said that because it made me think that the real Santa for me was always the Santa that was in the Thanksgiving Day parade. My mom would be like, that's the real one.
Yeah,
Because he was the
big
best
time.
one.
Yeah,
She'd be like, that's the real one. But she still has never told me that Santa is not real. I ask her to this day, I'm 26 years old, I was like, can you tell me that Santa isn't real?
Yeah.
She goes, Santa's real if you believe in him.
Dude, I could only imagine a Florida mall Santa, vipers and flip-flops.
Yeah, it's Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
It's Jimmy Buffett.
How old were you when you realized it?
Well, you can definitely mark this
Wait
one
a minute,
not
is
for kids.
Is Shannon live on the podcast realizing Santa's not real?
Wait.
I think I was 4th grade where people were like, you're stupid if you think he's real.
Oh,
But I wanted to believe in magic, I did theater. So I was in all of the pretend stuff.
Right.
exactly. The magic of performance.
Magic of performance.
Yeah. I get that. I played the Emperor of Mulan in middle school.
You did.
I played an old
Admiral, you
Asian
played
man.
Admiral Zhao.
Yeah, no, I don't remember his
I
name.
think that's the guy from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
There was a woman, a young blonde girl played Mulan, and there was no Asian people in the school, and we did a rendition of Mulan.
Did that so much in my high school.
Really?
We, my theater director was like obsessed with doing black shows or shows that were like racially coded, and it was just like a school that was getting like just whiter and whiter as I was like from freshman year to senior. They were like,
You started at The
"All right."
Wiz, you ended at Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
You
no,
had to go
they
backwards.
didn't do, yeah. They did Raisin in the Sun, Hairspray,
Raisin
all
in the
these
Sun.
like
Oh my God.
black shows, which
A
I was like
musical?
fine, but
Raisin in the Sun.
It's about sad poor people.
Yeah.
They should have called it Grape in the Sun. And then it would have been a Raisin in the Sun.
It's already dried out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's already dry, and now it's in the
it's already
sun.
a raisin.
Wow, we've learned a lot.
Yeah.
I was pretty young. I remember, like, I think it was second grade, me and all my pals, the Freedom Fighters, we called ourselves. We were all sitting down at lunch, and we were so excited. We're like, Santa is real. I know everyone likes to pretend, but we're like, he's definitely real. And then I remember, like, it was like 6 of us, and then we all had Christmas, and we all came back that one day, and we're like, he ain't real. I just remember, like, my dad wrote, he wrote, like, his name on something, and he was like, oh, what did Santa give you? And I was like, oh, no, you gave me this. And he's like, I'm pretty sure Santa gave me that. And I was like, I'm pretty sure this is all a lie.
Yeah.
You have to keep the narrative up if you're a parent.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You have to lie about a lot of. You just gotta lie to kids.
Yeah, I think most people should lie to kids anyway.
I mean, that's a harmless one. There's magic.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
If you take them to church, you're doing most of that already. That's not a hot take. I'm just saying you're asking a lot of a child.
No, I'm
if you
putting
take them to church.
I'm gonna put the Pope up staring at you.
Papa, sorry.
I met the Pope one time. Not really. I didn't like handshake him, but I went to this thing. He was like, I guess I didn't meet him at all. I saw him in the flesh.
You should have him on the pod.
Yeah.
We should, but I think
John?
he's.
Is
No,
it John?
it's.
Paul.
I think it's Pope Francis
Randy?
right now.
Francis. You should have TJ Francis and Pope Francis
Yeah,
on at the
Franny
same
and
time.
Franny.
Yeah,
In the morning.
They should do a morning drive time show together.
TJ wants to do this and go in the bed with me.
That's cute.
Yeah, he's like, we're getting in the
I'm
bed.
not there
Oh,
yet.
under the
Yeah,
sheets?
That's really funny.
Oh,
You
wow.
guys should do it.
Yeah.
But you should have too many comedians in the bed with you. You should have
Well,
like
yeah.
7 dwarfs
Yeah.
and 1 woman.
Yeah.
Like 8 people in the bed, 7 comedians, and you could be dopey or something.
Yeah.
Just
For
put an
like
idea out there.
Halloween special.
That would be cool.
That's a great idea. And all our little toesies can stick out at the same time.
Yeah. Or I could be like Snow White and just lay in this bed, and then the dwarfs come in, and then one person has to come in and kiss me awake. And that's how the podcast starts. I'm kissed awake. Aren't you happy I said that?
No.
I am.
Hey guys, I'm glad to have you here in my bed on this podcast.
Thanks for having me.
I think I believed in Santa longer than I believed in God.
Longer? Like you don't believe in God right now?
Well, no, I think I
Yeah.
just had more doubts about God earlier than I did. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just revealing myself here.
You had more doubts of God earlier?
No. Check your phone. It's
I
no,
just
it's
wanted to
fine.
make sure my
Yeah. No,
my
that's fine.
stocks are all.
Yeah. No, just make sure your Bitcoin is still failing for 2 years in a row.
When did you know? You like
I didn't
did you
know. I just
pieced it together?
I never fucking believed in the Tooth Fairy or the Easter Bunny. I never bought
I never
them for-
fucking believed in the Tooth Fairy.
All right.
The fucking Easter Bunny.
Never fucking believed in the Tooth Fairy. It's the grandpa. Like he's having to prove he's a man to his kids. I never fucking bought that for a second.
A mole? You're gonna give me $1 for a molar?
A fucking
What am I?
fairy? A fucking I did that as a joke tonight at the open mic, and I was like, oh, I don't think you should call people fairy. I called someone a tooth fairy.
A Tooth Fairy? Yeah, I thought that was funny.
I thought it was good, but
I literally did
Not
an impression
today.
of a Down syndrome guy who just drank bleach. So I think
yeah.
you're in the clear. And it bombed, dude. I was like, this will definitely kill, but I can't do it anywhere else. Bombed.
Nice.
Worst feeling.
Yeah. That was a good mic though. That went well. Sometimes they
fun.
don't rock. Sometimes it's just like, oh, we're all here, but usually those ones are short. If I
Yeah.
can get it to be like 10 people and it's just like 10 people hanging out and it's good and we can get it over with quick, but if it sucks, it's just like, and then more people come early for the next, it's just like, it's not a big deal, but it's like, it can really drag out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Oh, speaking of drag out, I heard there was this
RuPaul is coming back.
Oh, hold on.
RuPaul's coming
There was
to the
this
pod.
guy who just died at 92, and he was the oldest drag star ever.
Wow.
Yeah. And I guess he like learned how to do drag by looking at what his balls did on the ground after he got out of the shower.
Is
But,
Wait,
you know,
where are we?
I like to just take everything to a screeching halt.
Oh my God.
wait,
One
What
mediocre
happened?
joke.
Where did we go?
wait, we're back. We're back. We're
Oh
back.
my God.
We're back.
It hurt when you did it.
It would be fun to kind of put us in like a fish tank. I think that's like the end all be all. Or like
We're in a fish
clouds.
tank?
Or what about sheep? Like jumping, like counting sheep.
What if it's just a live stream of me sleeping in my bed?
That would
Behind you in your
Yeah,
refrigerator.
yeah.
It's a live stream though, so we have to
Yeah.
shoot this at like 3 a.m.
And I can never be on. One day you should do it while I try to sleep in the bed while you record with another comedian.
Dude,
Earnestly
that's why
try
I
to
like this.
sleep.
There's infinite possibilities.
Yeah, it's such a weird idea. It's very
Yeah.
funny though.
You have so much room for activity.
so much room for activity. There's actually not a lot of room
There's
for
not a
activities.
ton.
I did it with Alan, Osama, and Tommy, and we ended up having to scrap the podcast. But it was the 4 of us in here, and I said we should have brought all the dogs, and my roommate was watching 3 dogs. Just 4 of us and 3 dogs. And that would have been good.
This is pretty rowdy apartment then.
Yeah, it's pretty
You
wild.
guys get after it?
We don't. A lot of people don't get after it in our apartment, but we did. That sounded really. A lot of us don't get after it. Scientifically,
We're not
speaking.
doing a lot of getting after it.
But we did have the week
If
I
getting
moved
after it
here,
means playing Overwatch, we're getting after it.
Yeah. If getting after it means solving complex math equations on a T98,
We're getting after it.
But the first week I moved here, like it was Tommy who set me up. He's like, "Yeah, dude, everything's cool. It's a cool apartment." I'm like, "Sick." I moved in, and then a week later, there was like down the street. We were on the roof just drinking. It was Memorial Day. And we just heard all these like fireworks go off, and I was like, "Yeah, Memorial Day!" Turns out it was gunshots at the end of the street. It was 4 guys with guns, all shot at each other from like 10 feet away. All missed.
oh my god!
All of them missed. No, but not even a drop of blood. But so then the next week, someone there was another thing that happened in front of our apartment, and someone shot a gun. The bullet went through the window in the front of this apartment.
No way.
Yeah, right through into the drywall. Like we took photos. There was a
my
detective standing outside, and we're like, "Hey," like there was like police tape across our thing. We're like, "Hey, we got to get in there." He's like, "Oh, you guys live here?" We're like, "Yeah." And we're like, "What happened?" And he was like, "Yeah, just some, that gang over there had some problems with this gang over here." And we're like, "Oh, like, do we need to be concerned?" He's like, "I don't know. Are you in a gang?" Like we just looked at each other. We're like, "I don't think so." But yeah, bullet
Yeah.
through the window.
That's
Wow.
crazy. That's insane.
I
It's
grew up
hot
in
in
a.
here. It's hot. The block is hot.
It's a hot block.
It is also hot
block.
temperature. Well, I tried to get this.
No, it feels
fan-
cool actually.
Oh, that's good,
It's actually temperate.
dude. 'Cause these
Word of the day is temperate.
Are you covering me? No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I think
Stay
you're
leaning
fine.
back though.
I think you're fine. I just stood up real quick to fix
it's like
myself.
I want to be in.
This is
frame.
my time.
I grew up in like a affluent neighborhood, and we would have actual fireworks, and people would tweet, "Are those gunshots?" It's like a gated community.
Yeah.
Shut up.
It is funny because everyone's like, you can tell the difference between gunshots and fireworks.
Yeah.
And every time there's a firework, I'm like, that's a gunshot. And then the one time there's gunshots, I'm like, fireworks?
Yeah.
America! Da, 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 da.
Dude, that's so funny. Florida's pretty loose with fireworks. You can buy them at the fucking grocery store
Yeah, you
parking
can.
lot.
South of the border, you can start getting them right.
When I first moved to New York
Not in Virginia.
during COVID, my friend John FaceTimed me during the 4th of July, and he just lit off fireworks in his driveway because I was living in New York. And it's just like,
Wait,
watching.
what are like what? Okay, there's like street fireworks.
Mhm.
Is that That's not what you're talking about. You're talking about like the big boys.
No, I'm talking about street boys.
Like
Street
bottle
boys.
rockets.
Little lowdowns, little tight ones, or like the ones that you hold up in it.
Little tight ones.
Yeah, tight, like a little
I
boy.
just licked the microphone when he said that.
Well, that's yours. So
Yeah, dude. It is kind of weird that like fireworks are illegal here, but you can still scoop out an unborn child from your uterine lining.
Yes.
What a
Isn't that
take.
Ma'am.
isn't that crazy? I
Yeah.
think we get together. This is what we do. In Florida, you're allowed to have an abortion if you fire a bottle rocket up your cooch.
You're onto something.
And vice versa. The only way you can use fireworks in New York is if it is to, let's just say, lighten your financial burden. Okay?
That is a way to say it,
That
isn't it?
That is a way. I totally understand why people get abortions.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to argue me on this, James. I get it.
I'm listening.
Hey, do you want to be less fat and more rich? Yeah.
Fire a bottle rocket into your vagina. See what happens.
It's not
Little
a bad-
Timmy was born with a firework in his head.
Now he comes
so
up with
funny.
crazy ideas.
Mom, why am I different from other kids?
Timmy,
Because I tried to murder you with a bottle rocket when you
And
were...
I missed.
Okay.
Thanks, Mom.
dude, I used to love the Jimmy Neutron movie. Did you guys like
Oh my
that
God,
movie?
yeah.
Big
Yeah.
chicken.
Big Chicken. Is
Was
that
it
the
a big- was
bad
it
guy?
Big Chicken in
Oh
the end?
yeah, dude.
Oh.
I used to love the.
Used to turn
dude,
me on.
I never, dude. Jimmy Neutron's mom, dude, Judy Nooch, dude.
Dude, let me get some of that Judy.
Give me a slice of that Judy Nooch.
Talk about a brain blast.
Yeah, dude.
My brain blast.
And that
into-
dad would also probably, let's just say, he's kind of a cuck.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got
He's got a collection of mallards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you
he-
can find that porn online.
Yeah,
Judy
That's
runs
really
that
good.
house.
Jimmy Neutron. There's no way Jimmy Neutron was making a girl come if he invented girls himself. You know,
Yeah. The
that dude
HBO
is a
show.
nerd.
He becomes a soft nerd later on.
They should make like a follow-up series where he's an adult
Yeah.
and like he's using his powers for evil.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
his powers just like being smart?
Yeah, the power of intelligence. The power of a strong upbringing,
Yeah.
a good community.
Discipline. And no fluoride in the drinking water. It's a conspiracy.
Isn't it, guys? This is. I know I talked about it today at the mic, but I literally until today thought I was not a part of white privilege.
Yeah, what do you mean, dude? Like, what made you realize that you
That
weren't?
is so funny.
Dude, I had a
what's wrong with you?
conversation with someone. They're going to remain unnamed, and my whole thing was like George Clinton and the parliamentary funkadelics. You know that. And basically, it was like it was something like comedy related, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't want like white guys or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, the era of white guys is over." They were like, "Yeah, except for everything else in life." And I was like, and they're like, and all that white privilege. I was like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "Yeah, white privilege." And then, boy, did I get a schooling, dude!
No.
I thought you had to
got
be
a
like,
talking to?
yeah, I got a stern one.
Wow.
I thought you had to be like rich, and like I thought it was like the guys on a boat who were like they go to school because they have like the inn, their parents pay for it, cover their apartment, and then they kind of
Yeah.
like make it in finances and all that. I thought that's what it was, and I was like, oh, I'm not that.
Yeah.
But I realized it's not white rich privilege. It's just white.
Yeah.
So it's all the other stuff,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, there is rich privilege too.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Let's go through all the privileges. There's rich. There's white.
Straight.
There's straight privilege. There's also gay privilege, the privilege of having a man's cock in your ass.
And it's a privilege.
There is.
That would be my privilege.
There's hot girl privilege.
Yeah.
Definitely hot girl
Oh
privilege.
yeah, hot people privilege.
Hot people privilege. I guess
Yeah.
I can go into the same thing.
Yeah.
What about the privilege? What about handicap
The
privilege?
more you say privilege, the less it sounds like a real word to me.
Yeah, that is
It's
one of those
evolved.
words.
That
my
is
head.
privilege because of the parking spots.
The parking and the elevator usage.
The
You
elevators.
can't use an elevator on the subway. Even if
You
you
can't?
pretend, yeah, even if you pretend you're retarded.
Bathroom privileges.
Bathroom privileges. Those who have the colostomy bag, they never have to. They never have to
Shit.
jiggle a doorknob and see if someone's in there.
Oops, sorry.
Did you cut your finger at the tiny cupboard?
Yes.
So did I.
When?
Like a week ago or 2 weeks ago?
How did you know I did that, or did you just have a whim?
I had a whim. I was like, he did the same thing I did.
It's the bigger bathroom.
Yes.
There's like a little piece of metal sticking up, and I opened. It was right after I bombed too, and I was like, oh god. So I had to like. It was like bleeding. I was like, should I rub this on my bomb and get it infected? It was gross. I had to go to Rite Aid, get a Band-Aid. I've never bought a Band-Aid in my life until, like, usually
That's
you
white
just have a
privilege.
mother. That is white privilege, dude. Dude, we're going to get to the bottom of this. Shannon, can you stand up so we elevate black voices here?
Get on my shoulders.
Put Martin Luther King.
It's gonna be a guy, and it's not gonna be Martin Luther
It's just
King.
Obama.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's gonna be
same
like
thing.
It's gonna be like Morgan Freeman.
Whatever,
Knowing
yeah.
him, it's gonna be Morgan Freeman.
They look the same.
Wow.
Yeah, but that was the first time I had to buy a Band-Aid. And,
Like,
dude, because usually
you're a
you
little
just
boy.
go to your mama and you're like,
Come over
like, I
and
got
lay
one.
in my bed.
Yeah.
I've
But you
never
don't
bought
get
a
like
Band-Aid.
cuts anymore.
Yeah,
what
no
kind
one
of
gets a
Band-Aid did you
cut.
buy? Did you get like Despicable Me Band-Aid?
I should have went with something fancy. I just went with the classic to match my skin tone.
Yeah.
That's privilege.
Privileged.
I wouldn't get that.
Don't they make the other ones too?
They're like
Yeah.
pitch black.
Yeah.
They have like a multicolor pack.
It's like tan, light tan, literally black.
Yeah.
But
unless
they
you
do
get
have a
unless you
multi-pack.
get a cut like on the inside of your asshole.
Yeah. There we go.
A fissure.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing. The handle is like ripped off. Like
Yeah.
it's like not. I don't know.
Do you think it's because at the tiny cupboard, like people go in the wrong bathroom because they don't know what their gender is and have to get out of there really quick?
Maybe.
Cut that.
It seems like
Blur my face right now. Blur my face. Cut that out.
it seems like someone was just like really angry and just like yanked it off. I also couldn't get
Yeah.
out of the bathroom. Could you? I couldn't for a while. I got scared. Had to text someone.
Wait, for a while? Like, what happened? Like, you
the
couldn't.
handle's not on the inside.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Oh, wait. So yours didn't have a hand.
No.
And you like had to shove your hand in there and pull it
Yeah,
out?
I had
And
to,
that's
like-
how you cut your hand?
No, I went to go grab it, and the metal was sticking out, and there's no handle on there, and it
Oh
just
my
cut my
God.
finger. But I didn't get a Band-Aid because, like, not pussy. So
Well, you probably weren't bleeding all that seriously. Yeah, sometimes they just don't have handles in there, and it's like, okay, I guess I got to fish myself out of this.
yeah, I didn't know how I
situation.
was going to get out of there.
Yeah.
Scared.
Have you ever been trapped in a bathroom?
Yeah.
Like other than this
Oh.
one scenario, like for like a while, where like people have to come and help you get out.
I got really sick at Magic Kingdom when I was a kid.
Jesus Christ!
I laid down in the ground of a bathroom right outside of Space Mountain, threw up in the toilet a bunch, and just went in between consciousness, passing out and throwing up in the toilet.
Oh my God!
And like a dad came over and he like looked over the toilet and he was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he just left. He just took my
my
word
God.
for it.
Every story someone tells me about going to Disney or Universal, I think just Disney, though, they're like so ill.
Yeah,
It's the only interesting thing that happens.
Like
you
they're
know?
so sick.
I've
it's
heard
like
things
crazy.
about the food. They sometimes blame it on the food. Like the food makes people sick because it's like,
like super processed.
yeah, or it's I don't know. It's from like fucking
Yeah, it's
weird
like maybe.
labs and
Yeah,
shit. It's like an
maybe I
internal-
shouldn't eat a
don't know.
carrot in the shape of Donald Duck's head.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not
This
what
seems
nature
right.
intended.
This seems natural.
Dude, I did. There was
The
like
Native Americans used to.
there is like a boat going through. Like there's like this little boat tour for I forget what ride it is, but they have like these things
Pearl
hanging,
Harbor.
and it's like a watermelon in this Mickey Mouse shaped thing. So
Oh, I know what you're talking
so
about.
the watermelon grows into Mickey Mouse's
Yeah, I
head.
think about that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like when I'm quiet and alone to myself and we're taking a shower with no music on, I'll think about like they're also growing them into boxes too.
Yeah.
And they make the square ones.
Oh wow! I
What?
never even thought. That's probably so easy to cut it up,
To fuck.
dude. What if
fuck.
like imagine we did that with humans?
I don't think it would work.
You don't think so?
We
don't think-
grew humans in boxes.
But they no, because there
Well,
are
look,
those,
think about casts. You form the human bone into the shape you
dude.
want.
Because there's
Anything
those
else?
those women in one of those countries over there that put
Let's
the
say
ring.
this one.
They put the rings on their neck and they keep putting them on for like I don't know what they keep track of, but their necks get so long. Have you ever
Really?
seen that? Yeah.
What's that for?
They just keep stacking rings on. I don't know. Maybe it's like, so they're the lookout, so they gotta like see around, take a look. Boy, dude, talk about getting some neck. Am I right?
Yeah.
I want to go
Talk
home.
about it. Yeah, talk about it. What's it like?
I had a Magic Kingdom.
Good. It's pretty fun.
Have you been to Disney?
Yeah.
It's a blast.
Yeah.
Well, it's really fun. I don't know. I didn't have to tell you that. You bet. It's really fun when you're like up to like maybe 14 or 15 years old, and then you get to 16, you're like, this is fucking gay. Disney sucks. And then you turn like 18, you're like, no, this is the best. And then 21, you start drinking, dude.
I haven't done the.
You just start drinking and
Yeah.
just hitting on Cinderella. Hey, look, can I try your shoes on? She's like, what?
She's like, I live here.
Can we go find a pumpkin in the woods?
Sure. Yeah, let's go. This is why I do this. I'm not like
I don't work here.
I'm someone's
James, was you gonna send me that
These are my
video?
real clothes.
There's this one video of this like super autistic kid at Disney World.
Oh, don't tell people that I
And,
sent you these videos.
James didn't send it to me. I found it on my own, and he's just
Play
like
it,
kind of like
Play it.
he's just like standing
Computer.
there, and like Moana comes up to him and she's like, hey, and he just immediately grabs her tits, and she's like, hi, oh, hi. Because dude, they have to be so professional.
Yeah.
It's like
hell.
yeah, that's got to be miserable.
Yeah.
Because, like, you dream your whole life as a little girl. I'm going to speak for all little girls.
Please.
You dream that you're a princess. That's it. That's what you want. Newsflash, girls want to be princesses.
Okay.
And then one day
guess.
you get the opportunity because you happen to look just like Moana. And you get to be there. And then all of a sudden, you're just a slave to Walt, the frozen dead guy, and all of the trash that rolls through there. Mm-hmm. And they don't treat you well.
No.
They're, like, one
better
thing I
not.
know about parents, if parents spend a shit ton of money on a vacation, they are treating everyone like shit.
That's so funny.
They are not gonna.
Yeah,
They're not gonna
yeah.
be nice at all. They're like, I deserve the right.
That's
to
how
call
they
you a-
enjoy it.
They're
That's
like-
how they let off some steam. They're
Yeah.
like, I took you to Orlando, but I'm going to kick the shit out of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to scream in this woman's face because I paid for it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
And they do think it's like a divine right because you're within the gates of Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
They're
What's
like,
your
I am a
favorite park?
god.
What park do you guys like?
Lincoln.
What I've done. I just immediately checked the levels. Not too bad.
I pulled away. I'm a professional. Hey, WFNs, James Donlon here making
Wait.
one appearance. Sorry.
Is Lincoln Park 10% like 20%?
No.
Oh, what
What's-
is
who's
that?
That was
That's
on my
Fort,
story
That's
today.
Fort Minor.
Yeah.
Oh, Fort Minor.
I just, I literally just Googled that song.
Yeah, that's every high school basketball team in the
Because
in
it was on the
mid-2000s.
start menu of the NBA game in 2006,
Yeah.
and you would put it on.
Also,
and it'd be like,
yeah. What is concentrated power of will? Apparently, 15% of your success is concentrated. What about just willpower? I guess
That's what that means, dude. It
Yeah.
just fits into the rhyme scheme, and
Yeah.
it rocks, and it gets you fucking into the
gets you-
mood
yeah.
to do basketball.
to play
That's true.
basketball or even just like walk
shovel
around.
the driveway. Yeah,
Shovel the driveway.
Wear slides.
Get on the school bus. Even.
Get on school bus even.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, I'm gonna connect the two things we just talked about through something that I just remembered. When I was doing open mics in Tampa, there was this guy named Aries, and one of his bits was about he would go up on stage and he would wear slides and a tank top, and he's like, you know, when your cousin's in jail and you gotta watch his kids. And then your cousin's calling you from jail, and he's like, "Can you take my kids to Disney World?" And he would say Disney World. And he would say Disney World. And then, so that was the only thing that reminded me of that. And then me and Mike Miller did a mic, and then we went to a different mic, and Aries had run to the other mic to make it in time
To do
do
that.
the exact same set because he was like changing his shirt. And he like ran across Tampa to do 2 mics that was like 2.5 miles apart.
Wow.
Just to do Disney World again.
Oh my God. Wait, he like physically ran with
in
his
slides and like shorts and like a tank top.
Dedication.
Wow.
And like I've never done
Dedication.
that.
What is he
for
doing
stand-up.
now? Harboring shopping carts?
I went
outside of
back
Walmart?
to do an open mic. He was on it. He murdered. He was killer.
Shut
He did
up.
great. He was really funny at Coconuts. And I recorded it.
That's the name of
I
the comedy
shouldn't,
club?
yeah, in St. Pete's Coconuts. And I recorded it. I shouldn't have, but I only recorded it to send it to Mike to be like, yo, this guy's fucking killing right now. Like, remember when we would like go to the open mics? But he did a good job. It was cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Disney's a big part of your upbringing in Florida, right?
Yeah. I mean,
It's kinda like
I went
our
a lot.
Yankee camp.
We would go like once a year to like a park. It would always be like a park. But like
Yeah.
my last experience was I would go and get like really fucked up at the Halloween event at Universal.
That
And that was
sounds
like my
fun.
adult thing. I would
Yeah.
be like doing edibles and like going on the Ghostbusters
Yeah.
haunted house and just going crazy.
So I work for this like global accounting firm. And they are like so jazzed to send us to Disney as like interns and stuff. And even like
Ooh.
managers, they'd be like, "You're going to Disney." We were like,
And you went?
yeah.
Yeah, they would just send you on a trip to Disney.
Yeah, like so the interns would go, and then like once you became a manager, they had this big manager event. I think it was at Disney, and they were like, "You guys get 1 meal ticket."
Eat a dry burger next to an animatronic.
Yeah,
Like,
sending
so
people to
weird.
Disney is kind of like sending them to a financial demise in a way.
Yeah, it's like bleak.
It's a little
Yeah.
weird when you're not like when you don't have like children there. Like I
Yeah.
went 2 years ago. It was just me and all my friends, and we got so fucked up. I maxed out a credit card in Epcot.
Oh my God. What the
France,
fuck's
yeah.
wrong with you? In
Like,
France?
Yeah, I'm like
Freaking
a
wine and
frozen
eating
wine
cheese?
cooler thing.
Oh my God.
Just so fun. And we got just fucking hammered, and it was fun because
Yeah.
like we were all together. But like when you're like not James, what are you-
No, go ahead. Keep talking.
when you're you know, when you take a step back from
I'm playing
all
with the
that,
media.
You're like, you're like, this isn't supposed to be for me right now. It's supposed to be for like, because there's always a kid around. There's like a child
Yeah.
just walking around.
Right.
I've never done the drink around the world.
It's expensive. It's
Do you buy like a
crazy.
pass and go around and do it? I did it at SeaWorld, which is less cool. I had a horrifying experience at SeaWorld as a child. I wasn't really a child. I was actually in college. So I don't know why I said I was a child.
It was so horrifying. It sent
It
you back
really
to your
horrified me
youth.
to I was in college, probably my freshman year of college. My family was like, "Oh, we're all going to go to Disney World or at SeaWorld." And it has this thing that slowly rotates and takes you up, and you get to see all of the beautiful of Orlando, Florida. Like, you know, like 35.
Parking lots and
Like you're high up. It's like high.
Yep.
You're probably like
BJ's.
BJ's, like other
Winn-Dixie.
theme parks, like the weird backdrop of other theme park facades. Like,
Yeah.
oh, cool. And we just kept spinning. And we just kept spinning and spinning. For
And you were
like,
drunk?
No,
spinning?
no. We were just spinning up there slowly and like up on top in front of everything. We weren't drunk. It was just me and my entire family was there spinning endlessly while Frank Sinatra Christmas music was playing because it was during the Christmas time. And then the guy like came on the thing. He's like, "Hey, so the power shut down. So there's a 50-50 chance that this just drops."
What?
And we're like, "What?"
and you're like walking around.
And it's like a seated thing. You sit and the glass is like right here and it's like a bench. And you could walk around, but like it's just there's not much more room than to just sit. And you're
Oh
just
my
supposed to
God.
see everything. And so my entire family, like a whole bloodline could have been annihilated in one instant.
Yeah.
And all they did was give us a free meal voucher when we got off the ride.
Wow.
And it was very horrifying.
What is that? What is the whole like meal voucher? Here's one ticket to eat a thing. That's
You
like
should at SeaWorld, you should be able to go to the tanks and be like,
that one.
That-
Yeah, like the
That's
lobsters.
Shamu, Sushi.
I'm just gonna take my kids to like a seafood place where they have the lobsters in the tank and be like, "This is SeaWorld."
SeaWorld. See how
like, why
horrible
does it
they
say
treat-
Red Lobster? Why are the biscuits so good at SeaWorld?
That's the ride. Yeah, SeaWorld was kind of cool, though. It did have some good rides. They have the first VR roller coaster. So you get on the roller coaster, you put on a headset, and you fucking go around, and it looks like you're in like another place.
That is
Wow.
such a scam. Is it a real roller coaster?
Yeah,
Or
it's
just
a real
sitting-
roller
Oh, I thought you were just
coaster.
sitting
Yeah,
in a
no,
chair.
You also have the headset on?
Yeah,
You're like,
you
"Whoa."
really move.
Wow.
But are you like on a roller coaster or are you sitting in a chair?
I said that already. You're on a roller coaster.
So,
Dude, I went to,
so you're on a roller coaster.
Oh my god, dude! You know what's gross? Did you ever go to fucking Wet and Wild on Long Island?
Wet and
No, what was it called? Splish Splash. It was, or the Sesame Street World. Did you ever go to that one?
No.
You
No.
might have gone to that one.
No.
We had what did we have?
Where's my northeastern Long Island, New Jersey people at? Sesame Street Land had they had a
Hershey
racism
Park?
crime against them. That the characters only went up to the white kids.
Wow.
Which is very strange.
What?
I'm convinced like
I could be wrong.
Sesame Street is just like the story of a bunch of homeless people in New York. Because they're all
It's
kind of
true.
like, yeah, they're all kind of
all
like,
true.
they're all kind of like weird and like none of them have like a house except Elmo, but he like drew it himself. It's like,
Yeah.
I think you're just living in like, I think you're all on crack. That's
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
you're seeing each other as like,
And they're learning basic
Oh,
like letters.
got it. Yeah.
they're trying to rehabilitate themselves.
But I think
back
one of
into
them
society.
Rehab.
is actually
like
a
a really
vampire.
immersive
Yeah.
rehab experience.
Wow, this is fun.
I'm a big fan of the Muppets, as you can see on my wall
Okay.
over there.
Yeah.
Did you like the Muppet reboot with Jason Segel?
I did. I cried. Dude, I went with my high school girlfriend and cried in front of her in the theater at Rainbow Connection.
Wow.
That is humiliating.
And you're here in your bed doing the second episode of a podcast.
Yeah, I still to this day cry if I hear that song. Dude, as soon as I hear Kermit pull out that banjo, bow, 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 bow.
I'm not familiar with the song.
Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Why are there so many?
Wow, dude.
Really good. I was waiting for it.
Wow.
The tears start flowing. Dude, I have like a very strong love for the Muppets.
Okay.
And
What's that from? Why do you think that you have that?
because I just watched so much of it growing up. Muppet Treasure Island, I think
Were you
is still-
violated as a child, so now you attach yourself to...
someone
What
shoved
was
their
the
hand up
Muppets
my
on?
ass.
Were you a Muppet?
Were you, in a way, controlled?
My uncle made me a Muppet one night.
Now you're Kermit. Sing the rainbow song.
I'm gonna be your Miss Piggy. Kermie. I think it's just because I just loved the magic of the Muppets.
What TV show did it come on? Or TV?
Well, there was the Muppet Show. Then there was
channel.
all the Muppet movies. I never watched it on TV. It was like we had like
Oh.
DVDs.
Then there was
and, like,
Muppet Babies.
VHS Muppet Babies, dude. What a disgrace of the series, dude.
That implies that the Muppets.
Age. Well, let's not get crude on this podcast. I don't want to say that any Muppets had sex because
You know who's fucking? The drummer one. What?
Animal.
Animal. That guy fucks.
I can't imagine Animals one for consent.
You know his penis.
No condom. Animal. Sorry. That's what he says after. He just goes, sorry. They're like, yeah, animal. That's the last time.
Are the Muppets and Sesame Street different?
They're different, but a lot of the same voices. Like Frank Oz does like Fozzie Bear and Ernie or whatever. Or Bert and Ernie are Kermit and Fozzie's voice. They're the same voice. Like Bert and
Muppets,
Bert and Ernie.
Muppets
Bert
and
and
Sesame
Ernie.
Street are like black people and Dominicans. Do you know what I mean? Like one has to claim the
No.
other. Do you know what I mean?
one has to.
Oh,
Can you-
Like Muppets is a great. Sorry, what a horrible.
elaborate.
Oh, dude, let's explore.
I was literally thinking of something and then I was
Martin
like,
Luther
you know
King.
what?
Let's explore.
No, there's like a stereotype that like people like. Oh, God damn it.
No. You're in the hole.
yeah.
You're in the hole.
Never mind.
You're in
I just wanted to
you
pass
realize
that.
you are
and
in,
I wanted to say something
yeah,
weird.
You're
and
in the
move
presence
on.
of a black person and a Dominican. So you better talk your way out of
And I'm
it.
a
Yeah.
Republican. so-
Whitey.
Dominican Republican.
I'm a Dominican Republican.
Yep. We thought this day would come.
I feel like there are a lot of Dominican Republicans.
Yeah.
In my old neighborhood, it was like a very Dominican neighborhood. It was so much fun. Like everyone was so cool, and then like there would be like a day when everyone would wash their car on the same day, and they would just all like just line up all their cars, and all day they would just keep washing them and dry them and then like wash them again, and they would just drink and listen to music. I'm like, this is just your pastime. You guys just love washing that car.
That's fun.
Great looking car. I had this at the same apartment one time. There was this like kind of a industrial warehouse thing like across the street, and one of my friends came up and he like parked his car like not in the way of anything, but it was just kind of like by that like entrance. And at one point my roommate Jonah was like, hey Henry, they're moving your car with a forklift right now. And we like look out the window. They just went under the car and just lifted it up and were just like moving it a little and like put it down.
God.
We're like, all right, I guess everything is fine with the car. It's just I've never
funny.
saw anyone do that before.
It's like a sitcom.
Yeah. That's just George. Jerry, I'm moving my car with a forklift. I better. I don't know. Why I oughta. Kramer's like, George, they're moving your car. I see it. George, you know you can't park there.
Or whatever.
I don't care. I didn't really watch Seinfeld.
You didn't like it?
I didn't watch
Seinfeld.
I didn't watch.
I've seen like episodes. There's a lot of things I've just seen episodes of,
Yeah.
but never watched the whole way through.
Yeah, same.
I feel like Always Sunny was kind of our Seinfeld.
Yeah.
That was more like our generations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On account of all the crack and the whatnot.
Yeah.
Crack and whatnot.
Crack
That's for
and whatnot.
sure.
I got to take a look here where we are, folks, because we might have a little segment. Oh yeah, dude, it's segment
Well, it's
time.
only 9:30.
Segment time.
It's segment time. All right, I got to do a little preparation. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
When I was a boy, I was taken to a small shed in Vermont where I was kept chained to a wall for 6 months.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Wasn't fed anything but Little Caesars pizza and Mountain Dew, liters at a time.
Liters at a time.
What's the best vacation?
Strategically placed.
What's the best
Yeah.
vacation you've ever been on?
Best vacation I've ever been on. I did go to.
Wow, me too.
Yeah. I love it there. Oh my God.
Wow, you're so cool. Anyway, do you think you can pay for the Uber home tonight? My card's all frozen out.
Again, I
I
froze
did
my
pay
card
for the
again.
first round of drinks, and I did kiss the bartender to get us more. So.
I got us in that last time, remember?
Dude, no, it's okay. It's okay. Do you know who gave this podcast a compliment?
Who?
Kiwi.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
I like Kiwi.
Dropped a little compliment at the open mic for your pod. Well,
He dropped in?
yeah, at the end he was there for the next one. But I'm name dropping because he said he enjoyed it. And you know what? People deserve the praise that they deserve.
People deserve the praise that they deserve. Something I'm always saying. That
we
is
only accept
concerning
we only
to
accept
me.
the love we think we
All right,
deserve.
guys, this is a little section I like to call. Actually, let me-
Jerking off to pictures
This
of
is
my
a little
dad.
section I like to call News from Bed.
Get your toes out, dude.
This is news from bed.
This is News from Bed. I am in bed, and this is the news. I gotta get my candle. After discovering they may have had feathers, college professors are suggesting that T-Rexes may have also had plump lips. Guys, I'm starting to think dinosaurs are actually extinct because they were all gay. A Chinese man was jailed for scaring over 1,000 chickens to death amid a feud with his neighbor. How did the Chinese man scare all those chickens to death? By dressing up as General Tso.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Good job. You had us in the first time.
Build-A-Bear has unveiled a new RuPaul collectible bear. Oh, earlier mentioned in the show. Build-A-Bear, more like Build-A-Bottom. The U.S. military recently revealed that they killed ISIS commander Khalid Ayad Ahmad al-Jaborni. This is moving too fast. Hold on a second.
You don't have to say it like that, you know? You say it with like white you say it with white privilege in your voice, like it's hatred.
The U.S. military revealed that senior ISIS commander Khalid Ayad Ahmad al-Jabori has been killed in Syria. promoting Harrison Ford to the title of the last living person you'd want to see as your pilot. It's because he keeps crashing those planes on golf tours. Okay. Amanda Bynes was released from the hospital 3 weeks after roaming the streets naked. Amanda, please put on a robe. A New York City. A New York City urologist was arrested for fondling and using sex toys on male patients. I, for one, am furious. Who is this doctor? Where does he work? And is he free on Wednesdays? That one's pretty cute.
Yeah, that's a cute one.
Yeah,
you
cute.
can send that one to your mom.
All right, lastly, folks, a teenager was kicked out of a Pokemon card tournament for laughing when asked what their preferred pronouns were. Are we sure their preferred pronouns weren't just he? Still got a little time on this song.
It wasn't
but,
really about Pokemon.
ladies and gentlemen, this and so much more tonight on News from Bed. Good night. That's it.
Isn't he good at that?
Yeah. I love it. I told you, I always liked it when you were doing it earlier.
Now you got to witness it live.
Wait, did you do that? What was the last one you did? Pokemon?
Pokemon Gotta Catch 'Em All?
And his pronouns were he.
Yeah. Why, have you heard that joke before?
I don't know.
It's pretty genius, right?
Well,
Because he laughed when they asked him. And I
Right.
said, what if his
Was he
pronouns were
Michael
he?
Jackson?
that's what I was thinking.
No, but I thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could have been a joke.
I love the Amanda Bynes one.
Oh,
Laugh so
thank you.
hard.
Slay.
Slay. Slay. Big slay. Big slay.
Big slay. That was News from Bed, guys. It's a
Yeah,
fun
yeah, we
little
got it.
segment.
We figured that out.
This is the part of the podcast I struggle with, though, is going from News from Bed to now finishing the podcast.
Well, I wrote
Oh, you
a
wrote
joke.
a poem and you'd like to perform it live on the podcast.
I wrote a joke, I thought, and I was like, this is great, and it just isn't that great.
Are you going to debut it?
Yeah, I'll do it. I did it at the mic. It was the last
right,
joke I
yeah.
did about Humpty Dumpty, and people were like,
No, this is good. I think it was good.
I thought it was good too, but it's not getting
Well,
the
let's hear it.
love. Okay.
Do you have to read it or you know it? Like
No, I know it. It's I don't think that Humpty Dumpty's a very cool guy anymore. I used to think he was cool, but when he sat on that wall, he really fell off.
That's pretty good.
That's what
I
I,
like
thought.
that.
Yeah.
The problem
but, like,
is,
what are you
like,
expecting from that, though?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Laughter.
Is that what you're going to say? Like, yeah, like, come on.
problem-
like, it's good. But
the problem, unfortunately, with like jokes in general, is people go, ha, you know.
look at you.
You got to really catch someone in the right mood. You got to
Yeah.
really butter them up, and then hit them with and then Humpty Dumpty really fell off.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, ah.
Yeah, you got to put some stupid, goofy
You got to
stuff
put some
in there.
stank on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to like do more like silly dumb because I feel like a lot of my stuff's like super like not that
Super intelligent.
super
Highbrow.
highbrow
Do you go highbrow with the eyebrow?
highbrow
Do you
the
do this?
eyebrow. I don't know. I don't think it's like that highbrow. I just think like
No, it's you have. I like your style of comedy.
I just think people would be like, why are you doing this like poop joke
Yeah.
for me?
Yes. It's fun to have a joke that's just like just a greasy old wrench.
Yeah.
You just chuck in the middle of a running engine.
Yeah,
And you're like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah.
see where this plane lands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a fun.
Yeah.
I have a couple of those. And like the fun thing about those is like when you're getting up to them, like once you finish a joke before and you're like, oh, I know what's next. And then like you just like you're kind of looking around. You're like, this crowd doesn't even know how stupid this is.
Yeah,
about to
yeah,
get.
yeah.
Those are fun.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I mean
like
that's
that.
James's entire act.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's like, oh yeah. He's like, what do you mean in
James,
between
yeah.
jokes?
Yeah.
It's the whole thing.
James, you genuinely make me laugh very hard. Like
Thanks,
every
man.
time I see you.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Thanks, bro.
And not a lot of people do that.
Yeah, when you did cult comedy show,
Yeah, you
I was
destroyed.
dying.
Thanks, guys. Let's play the clip right here.
Yeah, let's play that. Notice the outline of his penis through his pants.
No, that was a fun show.
The ultimate
Colt's
joke.
good. I like that room too. That's fun. Like St. Mark's is such a fun space.
Yeah.
It gives you like a what you want a club. Like
Yeah.
you're like, oh, this is like what it's gonna feel like,
Yeah.
and then you're there and you're doing it. It's fun. I don't know. It's like cool that.
I hosted there the other night.
How'd it go?
Bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was like, I was so loose, and I was like, I'm just gonna talk about shit I want to talk about. So I just like riffed on the Masters, the golf tournament.
Great.
And I'm like, you guys know
Riveting.
the Master, and I expected like a bunch of white dudes, no white dudes at all. It was just like a bunch of young women who were like, what? And like I was just trying to talk about, and like I don't know, because something funny happened where there's like the Masters. I don't know if you're
play
familiar
the
with
clip.
this golf
No,
tournament.
I'm very familiar. I grew
Okay.
up playing golf. Actually, I'm very good.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. I
play
play
a clip of Shannon playing golf.
Yeah,
Go.
look at her swing. Look how she bends her knees to hit out of the rough.
Look at her eat nachos.
Look at her eat nachos between holes.
Ew, why do we put into that? Why are you licking your fingers
We can't
so
do
much?
too much of these.
Excuse
because,
her, she
like,
can't open her locker.
We can do as many as I decide that we do,
No.
or until you get lazy.
because I'm just not going to do any of them. Because it's
No, you
so
should do
much
some.
work.
Like
I'll do
some you
I'll
do, some you
sprinkle.
don't. That's up to your discretion.
Yeah.
Also, there's like green ruminating, like reflecting off your face a little bit. So it's like you could also put something on your face if you want.
I thought it would be fun.
But
If,
that's on this side.
I thought it would be fun
Okay,
if
Dr. Shannon. What do you know?
Dr.
Physics.
I thought it'd be fun if one episode we just paint ourselves green
I would do that.
and just like hang out here and just see how it looks.
I'll watch
Just a
it.
bunch of floating microphones. Boy, all these ideas are coming from no one. I guess I can claim them for myself.
That wall's hysterical.
Who do you think watches this show?
Yeah, we could put a bunch of people behind. Like,
It's a bunch of wizards and
just put the view.
carnival barkers. I love news from bed and magic orbs. I travel from town to town.
I can podcast and tell you how much you weigh. But the Masters was on. Let me get back to my story.
4 cows.
And did you watch any of it?
No.
Do you like watching golf at
No.
all? No, but you like playing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys had great courses down there, I'm sure too.
Yeah, I grew up on like 3 golf courses.
Oh wow.
Near, not on.
Yeah, you were like falling
In
asleep
the
in a
trees.
sand trap.
Yeah. And, yeah.
Like Patrick Starr pulling sand over yourself. There was this. There's so many fat whites there. It's the home of the hefty Caucasian.
Yes.
Big thick cocks just roaming around, and there was this one woman particular who was like large. Like the best way I could describe her is like she could plug a dam. Big bitch. And she was like laying like on her
BBW?
side, just like this. She was just laying like this. So she's not in any hurry to move, like at all. And at one point, Tiger is like hitting an approach shot on 9. He's like just off the green, but his ball is laying in a divot. So as you know, can't get good wood on it. It's in a so and she's like behind the green, and also Tiger, by the way, might be the exact opposite of a big fat white woman, like scientifically speaking.
Yeah.
And Tiger like kind of shanks it out, and it skips across the green, and it just fucking like nails this woman in the shoulder, and she's like, didn't even make an effort to move at all, but she just fucking knocked it down. And I'm like, I think that was like a good game plan for Tiger. Like, I wonder if he saw her behind the green.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, this green's got a little bit of a backstop. I can get one to roll back.
What did they do? Did he like have to?
I'm sure he gave her like a golf ball or something.
No. Oh yeah. No, I meant like,
He had
did
to
he
hit it
get
off
an
her belly
extra
button.
like point?
No, so if a ball hits a spectator, you just play it wherever it ends up.
Oh wow.
So a lot of times in those professional golf tournaments, they'll just like literally hit a fan with like a 300-yard drive, like square in the back. But like
Oh my God,
it'll
ow.
kick out like into the fairway, and they're just like, cool, great, yeah. Now I don't have to save a
Yeah.
stroke out here.
Give him a hot dog.
I used to play. I was on my high school golf team.
Oh nice.
I was like pretty good when I was in high school, and then as soon as you stop playing, it's gone.
turned to shit.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. You have to play like
Yeah.
a lot. My dad plays golf every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he like a handy or a scratch golfer?
What's that?
Like close
He's
to
itchy
even
all the
par.
time. He's got like rashes all over his body.
Yeah, it's eczema.
Yeah, it's like, this is a par 5.
Just love the course.
Yeah, scratch golfer's like right around even par.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's like really good. I have one friend who's a scratch golfer, and like the difference between my golf game and his game. He might be listening right now. Yo, shout out Elijah. Yo, what up?
Bleep his name out.
No,
Elijah, if
What
he
up,
likes
son?
you, he'll put your picture up here.
Me and Elijah are obsessed with playing Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2K21.
That's cool.
It's not even a relevant golf game anymore, but it's so much fun, dude.
It's not. 21 was not that long ago.
No, but there's already a 23, and there's an EA Sports one out.
I never understood like the video games would be like for the next year usually.
Yeah, they're like cars. They're like sports cars.
They get better.
Yeah.
Makes
They
no
get
sense.
better. Or the same, and they just
There's already
have,
a
like, new stuff.
2036 Tesla. It sucks
so
you
dumb.
off. Autopilot. Autoerotic pilot.
That's good. That's good. Put that in news for
Nice,
them.
nice.
Cut this. Cut this. Cut that. Cut that.
Imagine I cut the whole podcast just for that.
Right down
Just
to
for
it,
the
baby.
worst joke on it.
I used to be a counselor at a golf camp.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah. Chichi Rodriguez golf course in Tarpon Springs, Florida.
Chichi Rodriguez?
Yeah, he was a
Wow.
golfer, and he had a golf course, and they would literally. I did it just so I could drive golf carts around all day. It was fun.
Dude, I always
Weren't
wanted
they
a
fun?
golf cart.
Yeah. I did golf camp when I was like in 6th grade, and it was at UVA, and there were like
The enemy.
the enemy. There
Shannon
were
is a
only,
Hokie, for those who don't know.
Yep. Let's go.
Let's go. Is that their phrase?
Yeah.
Just a forced let's go.
Let's go. Then you're supposed to say Hokies. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I was in 6th grade and there were like 5 girls and like everyone else was boys. And that's like where I realized I was like obsessed with boys.
Oh,
like,
really?
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, because I was like in 6th grade. So it's like that's when you're
Yeah.
like starting to like, I don't know, go through
Blue.
puberty, bloom, yeah. And I was like around all these guys, and I was like, "Whoa, this is really." I was
is
like,
funny.
"I love golf."
It is funny that girls can have that experience where they'll be like around all guys and like all the guys are like, oh dude, she's the girl, like she's so cool. But if a guy is around all girls, the girls are like, he's gay. Like it does not work the other way.
Yeah, you're right,
that's
you're
so
right.
funny.
I remember this one time when I was in church, like I was probably 2nd grade, and me and my friend Gavin, like we were good friends, but we would only ever see each other at like religious ed, which is like Monday nights. It was like you go in for an hour and they're like, to be or not to be, whatever, the Beatitudes, you know. And like we there was this person who came in, they're like, guys, we're gonna start getting ready. We're doing this dance routine for one of the masses for Easter coming up. And every week for the next 4 weeks, we're going to have rehearsals after religious ed. And if anyone wants to, like, we need some people. And of course, we're like, no, like, no way. And then they're like, we need 2 boys. Like, we need them. They're a part of the thing, like, whatever. So we looked at it, we're like, all right, whatever, we'll do it because, like, we can just hang out, you know? So it was just me and him and, like, all these girls. And the only other guy was, like, you know how, like, every town has, like, one gay guy? Like, when you're young. There's, like, one.
Legends.
Yeah.
There's only one you know of because you're like, oh, he's different. Like, he's very feminine, you know? And, like, he was in there. But it would just be us hanging out and, like, doing this dance routine. And it was, like, the worst. Because, like, most dance routines, if you can't dance, don't come out good. But a church-sponsored dance routine where they're like, this is sanctioned by the Lord himself. Like, you're
Yeah.
not... Dude, you can't drop it like it's hot.
That's crazy.
in the
You
presence of
danced.
God. Yeah.
What kind of dance? Like, did you ever do it? Did you ever have to do a dance, dude? I went to like
Oh, yeah.
performing arts middle school, and I did do a dance to like "I Can Show You the World" and like a weird. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm a fucking
Dude, what is up with your schools just, like, appropriating different places? Why can't
I
you
mean, they were
guys do...
Disney.
I
Florida.
can show you the world.
I think they did Willy
I was
Wonka.
like the person that was like at the sleepover, like, we're doing a dance.
Really.
We're making up a dance. Now it's time to make up a dance.
It's dance time.
Oh, wait.
Make them do
You were
it.
there to do the dance.
And then we would like bring our like, what was it? What were those? Oh, like flip cameras? Like those? Do you
Yeah.
remember
Oh, yeah, like
those?
a razor.
Yeah, and we would like set it up and we'd be like, I'd be like, let's do the dance now, girls. I'd like make them do
Wow.
it.
Would you
They were
guys
like, we
do
don't want
the what's the that video game on the Wii?
Oh,
Just
Just
Dance.
Dance.
Just Dance.
Yeah.
That was like that hit that was like a girl craze like the Jonas Brothers, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was okay. It was
Yeah.
like fine. It was like
I liked Rasputin.
Yeah, that one was good.
Rasputin. That one was fun.
Dude, I remember just playing like WWE on the Wii, and you would just cracking up with my friends. That was like our big thing. We would like make the character look horribly ugly. He'd walk out, and then you could just
beat him with a chair.
you would just force the camera to go in on you to do like a taunt. And so we would just go back and forth, just like in the middle of the match, I don't know, just like little boys like cackling at
The
sleepovers.
Wii was
like,
so much fun.
yeah, that like
that
changed
was
the
cool.
game, dude.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I was like, I forget how old I was, but I had a projector in my room. I like saved up, bought this shitty projector for like $100. I had a projector. The only like surface I could buy, I couldn't buy like one of those nice like, projector screens. So I got a shower curtain. So like you could see like the lines in it, but dude, it was perfect. I used to play Call of Duty in there. And that was when I drank my first beer because I was like, I'm a fucking man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What kind of
sorry,
beer?
Bob.
What kind of beer?
Dude, it was like a Sam Adams Boston Lager.
Oh my
I
god!
took like 2 sips. I'm like, this is fucking disgusting.
It's like the fall edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
Ew.
tastes like a sweaty pair of pants.
Dude, I was
Like
just
a
in
bottle.
Boston and I saw there was a Sam Adams thing. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot this horrible beer is this city's pride and joy.
Dude.
Oh my god.
What beer did like Virginia have?
I have no idea. I didn't really drink beer that
Tobacco,
Okay.
much. Tobacco beer.
cigarettes. When you put your cigarette butt in an empty Bud Light can, that's the official beer
That's
of
the-
the state of Virginia.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
In college, we had. Do you ever have Molson?
No.
I'm assuming you guys. Molson is
No.
like it's like a Canadian. It's like Canadian lager. I
Did you
guess.
guys have like Mad Dog? Did you drink those?
No, but my roommate Alan was like obsessed with Mad Dog.
recently?
Well,
I found out about those when I moved to New York.
Yeah, I've never had one, but apparently when he was in Boston, like he was drinking. He's sober now, but he would just like crush like 20 Mad Dogs and like go to an open mic and just pass out.
Yeah.
Oh my
He'd like
god.
miss his spot.
Yeah.
Like in the room, he'd miss his spot. He'd be like, Alan. Yeah, it's just totally.
Sleep apnea.
No, Mad Dog was like, I used to drink that in like high school and not really just high school. It's like electric blue,
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of like a Four Loko, right?
but worse.
Oh,
but way
God.
worse.
Right? There was
Yeah.
this one kid who
Oh
went
my
to
God.
college, like the same college I went to, and he was at the fraternity that was like across the street. His name was Gunner,
Oh my God.
and he wore those like glasses that are just like one band.
Yeah.
straight
Holy
across.
shit. He's Cyclops.
And he should be like, he would walk up, like, so he'd have those on, and he'd be like, just sweating profusely. He'd be like, "What up? I'm Gunner. Let's go shotgun a Four Loko." And he would just shotgun a Four Loko.
Ew, dude.
dude.
Disgusting.
That guy's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
he's
think he
dead.
can donate blood because he
Yeah,
would do
yeah.
that.
His heart don't work so good. That ain't be pumping like it
That's
should.
crazy. Yeah, we would do like Mad or whatever you said, Four Locos and like 40s.
Yeah.
Mix them together.
Did you do the 40 Edward 40 hands?
I never did it, but my friends.
I
would
don't
do
like
it.
being bound to things.
Yeah.
There's
It's
like
weird.
that's like a contract in a beverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be forced to finish it. I get
Yeah.
like claustrophobic if that
That
happens.
makes sense. Also, tastes bad.
Yeah, it tastes bad. It's a lot
Icky.
of bad tasting liquid.
Yeah.
Icky.
Yeah.
How do you go to the bathroom? Like, you can't, Well, I guess
Yeah.
you guys would just pee.
Yeah, but how do you take those troughs?
Dude, I love peeing outside.
It's a good.
It's like one of
thing.
my favorite things to do, but I haven't done it in like maybe like a year and a
You could
half.
pop one out there if you want.
Yeah.
No, it's just not my style. When I used to drink, it was like pissing outside. That's what I'm doing. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
I would piss on the street, like just like
Same.
finding a place. You
I
too?
would. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could always make good friends too. Like if you go out to like a
No,
bush
I
and
know.
take a piss, and then,
Yeah.
like someone else is like, "Oh, is this bush taken?" You're
Hey,
like, "Nah, get in here."
Get in here.
Next thing you know, you're both pissing, making out.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah, that's how me and Patty met. In a bush.
Sweet.
I think we're hitting the hour mark
Thank-
here, guys. Hold on. Is there anything you guys want to promote?
Our show is canceled.
Oh yeah, Crash and Burn is done.
It's dead. Crashed
Dead.
and it burned. The stuff every Sunday at 8. Who cares?
I like the stuff. Stuff's
Thanks,
a great
man.
radio station.
It's
channel.
fun. You should call
Program.
in. It's fun to call in.
Yeah.
It is a lot of fun to call. It's a call-in
Do
program.
you guys want to come on Sunday? Both of you want to be there? We can promote. You guys can come Sunday.
Yeah, I think I can
Yup.
do that.
All right, 8
I
p.m.
probably
Sunday,
can.
Patty and Shannon. We'll be
Locked
on the
in.
stuff. I didn't have a
Hell yeah.
guest. And
I started an open mic.
Oh, right. That's on Thursdays at 7. Where is it now, Shannon? Tell the listeners nice and loud where
It's
it is.
at Talon Bar.
Town Bar? Is that in Brooklyn?
Talon Bar.
Talon Bar.
Yeah, it's in Brooklyn. It's in the basement. It's cool.
Wow. Talon Bar. So if you're looking to see
if you guys want to work on
comedy.
work on your jokes.
Sweet.
I'm hosting it. It's fun.
7 o'clock mics are important.
And it's on a
There's
Thursday.
a lot of even number mics. We need some odds in there.
We need some oddballs.
Well, I think it's time for bed. So thank you guys so much for listening. I'm probably going to cut this off before I
Dreams
do
are
this.
just the thing we hold in our hearts when Patty's there. News from bed. You are here. News from bed.
Good night.